Welcome back to the ThreeSadFans podcast. Forgive the mess,
Right.
but we do have what?
Right.
What's up? What?
Where'd my box go? This
What?
is different. I don't like change.
I was about to say we have a special guest in the studio with us today. It's my dog.
It's your dog. Look at him.
Yeah, he got really whiny and wanted to sit on my lap, so now he's sitting on my lap. Also, Noah's here.
Hi, I'm here in person. This is great.
He's here because we just went to go see the Ravens play the Green Bay Packers up in Lambeau Field, and it was a fruitful experience for some of us, a humbling experience for some others.
Yeah, let's just say there were 5 people in one group, and only one person came out happy, and that's about it. So.
There was a lot of people who came out of that stadium not happy. Let me tell you.
No, literally, it was a crazy game to watch. But we will get into that at some point.
Actually, before we even get into any shout-outs or anything, can I tell you a quick funny story?
What's the funny story?
Please.
So, you were there. We were walking to the stadium, going down that street, you know, the one I took you down and whatnot. We're going through the neighborhoods. Yep. And Noah kind of like is walking a little ahead of everyone. And he's all like looking back. He's like, hold up, I got to make sure I'm still with the group. And I'm like, oh, Noah, be careful. Don't get lost. You might stumble across some rogue Packer fans who might offer you a free brat and a brew. That would be terrible. I joke about that because it seems like a very Packer thing to do, right?
Yeah.
Not 60 seconds later, some guy without like a shirt on and overalls comes up behind us, and he's got, I'm not kidding, a 24 pack of like Budweiser. And he's like, hey, yo, Derrick Henry, because he's wearing the jersey. And Noah's not even paying attention. He's focused.
on walking to the stadium.
He's like, Derrick Henry, you want a brew? And I'm all like, Noah, he's talking to you. And Noah goes, what? And he turns around, and as we look around, this guy's already handing out beers to Vin and Bennett and Sam, and they got their beers and they're opening them. I'm like, he's offering you beer. It wasn't a joke. They'll actually do that.
Yeah, no, they did do it. They did do it. They did do it, but I didn't offer it on. I was the designated driver.
He didn't take it. Can you believe it?
Being the DD must
being
suck.
responsible.
It was fantastic.
I didn't take one either, to be fair. It wasn't. I didn't need it. I drink my water, and today it's Gatorade Zero. Not sponsored, by the way, but if Gatorade wants to sponsor a sports podcast where we talk exclusively about 3 non-related football teams to 30 people, you know where to find us.
Also, much dog approved.
I know, right? He's all like, yeah.
Yeah, got it. That's really funny, though.
Anyway, we are back here with some more football talk, and we've got plenty of shout-outs to go. So first off, I wanted to give a huge shout-out to offensive line Cody Ford of the Bengals, right? Scoring his first not his first touchdown, but his first career catch. For his birthday, he lined out as a wide receiver. Big man catches the ball and runs a good 21 yards. Honestly, Jamar Chase, who?
Yeah, no,
get this man wide out every single time. No one can bring him down. Look how big he is. Maybe, guys, we've got football all wrong. He almost scored a touchdown. He was like,
almost. He was
less than 5 yards away from scoring a touchdown. This might be the new meta. Get the biggest brawly guys out wide as you can. As long as they can catch the ball, it takes 4 dudes to get them down. And you can't have 4 dudes on every side of the field, so you get 2 big guys on either outside. Unstoppable. You just win.
Yeah, you just win.
You just win. So, I don't know. Maybe the Bengals... Maybe the Bengals got something going there. Who knows?
They probably do.
What could go wrong?
All right, second shout out. We also have a big shout out to Pete Carroll, who's gifting all of his players Thomas the Tank Engine toys for tanking during the holidays. What a true inspiration to the franchise.
Yeah.
So as much as we joke about this is obviously not real. I don't know who we have to tell that to. This isn't real. No. But it's like they're not even shy about the fact that they're trying to tank for the number 1 pick, because a New York team has had it almost every single year, unless traded away to the Bears for some reason. But like the Raiders really want it this year so much that they like finally put Max Crosby on IR, even though he's been hurt since October.
Yeah.
There's actually a video came out like I think today of him at home in his like basketball arena,
and he's like jumping on the trampoline with his kids. Yeah,
He doesn't look current, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's trying to make it well known that it was not his decision to not be on the football field. So, shout out Max Crosby. He was on my fantasy, and I had to drop him, and I lost anyway. So,
it turns out the injury that they're claiming is he needs a knee surgery. It's a meniscus trim. It's a precautionary surgery. So I mean, if they left it alone, it could lead to a full repair of his knee. So but still, I don't know. I don't know, Raiders. I don't know.
I mean, listen, I like Max Crosby. I think he's a fun player. I wish the Raiders did better, but maybe their plan from the start was to tank the whole time. That's why they never had an offensive line.
Maybe this drives a wedge between Max Crosby and the Raiders, and they trade Max Crosby to the Panthers for a 7th-round pick.
You mean to the Packers, and then we have Micah Parsons on one side and Max Crosby on the other.
You already got your generational pass rusher. Don't be greedy.
And then he tore his ACL.
God damn it!
And that's not my fault.
Nope. You're right. It's the Denver Broncos' fault. That's who's. It's not. It's just how the game is sometimes,
Yep.
Yeah, Reno. Whose fault is it?
Yeah, Reno.
And whose fault is it? Huh?
I don't even know what he's like intently staring at. He's staring at the door. There's nothing there. Okay. Anyway, next shout out. We'd like to shout out the Pittsburgh Steelers for keeping the meme alive. They went 9-8 with Mason Rudolph not too long ago, and here they are. Sign Aaron Rodgers, trade for Jalen Ramsey, and then they still go about 9-8. Yep. I mean, they could go 10-7. We'll see what happens next week, but like. The football gods say that they need to go 9-8. It's destined in the stars. They lost to the Browns. Definitely wasn't rigged by the NFL because why would anything in the NFL be ever rigged?
I mean, you kind of watch that game. The Steelers were playing not to give Myles Garrett the sack record instead of winning the game. So
very much so. And I think they anticipated that. They were like, we might lose this game, but it's okay. We beat the Ravens, right? We're totally going to do that.
I hope they do.
You hope they beat the Ravens?
No, I hope the Ravens win. That's what I'm saying.
But no matter where you go, Mike Tomlin, it always comes back to 9-8. And then I want to shout out a fun fact, and I'm sure I don't know if this is a fun fact that I shared with you. I shared this with the guys while we were on the road, but there are 5 quarterbacks all time that have had back-to-back 13-win seasons. They are Tom Brady, Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers,
I can see it,
and Sam Darnold.
Let's go, Sam Darnold.
The Ghostbuster himself.
This is a real stat because he got 13 wins this year. Didn't even take him to the final game, so it's like all of this holds up because all these guys played 16-game seasons. So Sam Darnold, 13 wins last year with the Vikings, 13 wins this year with the Seahawks, and maybe more. We'll see if they win next week against the 49ers, but you never know.
He's got to be the only person to do it on 2 different teams. Like those four, the other 4 probably not.
I think Tom Brady did it on the
No,
he didn't do it back-to-back years on the Bucs. Because the first year, I think they were like 9-8 or 10-7.
Yeah, I think they were 8-9 the first year or something like that. Like he definitely didn't do it on the Bucs. So I think Donald's the only one to do it on 2 separate teams. That's
crazy. At least in back-to-back years. Like I know these guys have done it. Like eventually, Tom Brady did do it on the Buccaneers. And Peyton Manning did do it on both the Colts and on the Broncos. I don't think it was back-to-back years. Because it's like, why are you being let go of a team that you just had 13 wins on? That's the only reason it's never happened before. Because most of these guys, when you win 13 games in a season, you're not getting let go by that team. Not usually.
Yeah, I think the problem was Vikings had drafted J.J. McCarthy, and they wanted to see what they had with him. So
yeah, absolutely.
And maybe they got scared by his last 2 games.
Yeah, very well could be. Or it literally just is like Sam Darnold was always meant to be that middle guy, and they just happened to get more than they bargained for, but they weren't planning on changing their mind. So.
Exactly.
Can I help? I'm going to move you. You're getting moved.
You're getting moved.
Uh-oh. Bye, Reno.
I love him. All he's doing is standing right here, staring that way. I don't know what's up with him. I love him, though.
Your apartment's haunted.
Oh, I believe it. I fully believe it. The house I used to live in is haunted. It only makes sense that they follow me around no matter where I go.
Yep.
That's funny.
Anyway, you guys got any more shout-outs before we get into some games?
Shout out the Christmas gifts.
I did.
Got this snazzy.
Nice. That looks good on you. I love it.
And
a very nice blanket that says Panthers.
Hey.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad.
I love that. I love that for you. See, now that the Panthers are finally having a decent season, you can start cheering for them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the best season since 2017 for the Panthers. So, hey.
I actually did have one more shout out, and this is one of the ones that you shared. So if you know more about this story, but it's the Jets doing the kicking competition, right? The Jets will now let the superfan take the $100,000 field goal challenge after the Post report.
Yeah, so apparently this is way back, I think, when the Panthers went up to the Jets. She was at a tailgate, and they had somewhere at the tailgate had like a field goal post up, and she was like, I'll just kick it just for fun. Mm-hmm. So someone from the Jets organization saw that. It's like, oh, yeah, hey, you made it. You want to join this competition?
You want to join the Jets? We sure could use it.
My current kicker's a little bit right.
She said yes. She went through the process of the interviews and whatnot to make sure everything was up and up. What the Jets didn't ask her is, hey, what do you do for a job? She responded, high school soccer coach. That's a job.
That's basically a professional kicker. So
they eventually found out, and they disqualified her for some reason,
which is ridiculous, right?
But then the Post ran this story. Everyone saw that, and they're like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
and the Jets got so much flack that they had to reverse course, and so she will participate in this weekend's competition for $100,000 in the field goal competition.
Nice.
And I hope she wins.
Nice. I mean, what two things go better than the New York Jets and catching flack? Honestly,
literally anything and everything.
The New York Jets and ACL tears at the home field.
That is true. MetLife Stadium and harming the innocent.
That is very true.
Yeah. No, Jimmy Hoffa, no.
Just never let Aaron Rodgers go back to that stadium. It will not end well. I mean, there's no reason for him to do it again this year. There's not going to be any playoff games there.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Unless somehow we go upside down, April Fools. Okay, the worst teams get to make the playoffs. Both the Jets and Giants.
The loser bracket, you know?
That would be crazy. All right, but let's talk about some football games. This is actually going to be a little bit expedited because instead of going over 3 individual games, we're only going to be going over 2.
Yeah.
Let me do mine first. So
you know what? Absolutely, we'll have you go first. Let's pop up the Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers.
And,
now,
there's not much to talk about this game.
I'm just going to cut in and say it's exactly what we all predicted it to be.
Yep.
I got up, I gave my speech, and at the very end, I was all like, "And the Seahawks are still going to win."
Yep.
Yeah. So with the seesaw that the Panthers season has been win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. This was a loss week.
Yep, so, makes sense. So you're supposed to win next week when it matters.
So they lost, and it showed. The first half was we'll call it sloppy. It was a wet day in Carolina. Yep. The ball was very slick. A lot of people couldn't hold on to it or catch it, and so. It was very defensive in the first half, 3-3 halftime. I'm like, okay, yeah, hey, they're hanging around. And then the second half happened, and it was all over. So
the second half was very one-sided.
Yep.
What really killed the Panthers in the second half, they had 2 turnovers in the own side of the field that led to 2 Seattle touchdowns, and that was it. There was a big mistake. Panthers got a little momentum. There was 3rd and 21 for the Seahawks. They just got to get them off the field. They had just scored a touchdown. They had momentum. Seattle just throws a swing pass to Jason as a play where they're signaling, "Hey, we're conceding this possession."
And then the face mask.
And then J.C. Horn just grabs his face mask as he's trying to make the tackle.
And he didn't need to do that. Nope. And you could have kept it close, get the ball back, go down and score, tie it up, but no.
Yeah, and that penalty led to a Seattle field goal that made it 2 possessions with like less than 5 minutes left, and it was just over. I will say Seattle's defense definitely showed why they were probably top 5, top 3 defenses in the league.
No, they are easily one of the best defenses. I mean, held
they had
Bryce Young to 40 pass yards and less than 100 rush yards for the whole team.
Bryce Young, 14 of 24, 54 yards. He had an interception and 1 rushing touchdown. His longest passes of the day, 8 yards.
Jeez.
Yeah, bad.
But like
I didn't even realize watching it that it was that bad.
It was that bad. I mean, the biggest thing I think is the third down efficiency. 1 for 11.
Oh my god.
Bad.
Horrible. Mm-hmm. Horrible.
Bad. Overall, everything from play calling to offensive execution to even the linemen.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle had a time to pressure of 2.26 seconds. That is from when the ball is snapped, 2.26 seconds. They are touching Bryce Young.
Mm-hmm.
They need, if you get good time to pressure for the offensive lineman, that's up to 3.5 seconds. That's a whole second worse.
Mm-hmm. And a second is a lot longer than we may anticipate.
In football, yeah.
Especially in football, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, I mean, I was huffing copium to be like, "Oh, it's the number 1 seed, right? We've beaten 2 of those already."
I mean, listen, you didn't choose them. I didn't choose them. He didn't choose them. We kind of all saw this one coming, which is, it's unfortunate to say, but it's true.
And the Panthers, and as much as I'm gonna, they wasted an opportunity, right? Because they had won this game,
and Tampa already lost.
Yep.
Yeah, Tampa lost to Miami. They could have won the division this week.
But we all know that everything needs to be scripted. It's the same reason that the Browns beat the Steelers. We got to have the exciting matchups because they always have the 2 Saturday games and then a midday game on Sunday and the night game. And they need to have 4 important games. And if they don't have 4 important games, what are they going to put there? Just NFL slop?
Right, no, literally.
Everyone plays at Sunday at 1. Congratulations.
Yes. Everybody else plays Sunday at 1. But it's like, now they have the 4 important games. They have the Seahawks Niners. They have the Panthers Bucks. They have the Ravens Steelers. And then they have the Chargers Broncos.
Yep.
And even with that, Herbert's not playing. So they're basically handing that to the Broncos anyway. But like they tried to get their 4 important games, and they very well could have had like one. There could have just been 1 important game.
Trey Lance, he's the second.
You don't believe in Trey Lance?
Listen, awesome. It's not that I don't believe in Trey Lance. It's that the NFL doesn't believe in Trey Lance.
Believe in Trey Lance?
Nope.
If I had to give one thing, though, to the Carolina Panthers, it's that I think their defense actually did a pretty good job of stepping up because this very well could have been like a 35-10 or a 42-10. Like, look at the numbers that Seattle has. 288 total yards is actually like really low. Mm-hmm. Holding Sam Darnold and JSN to 125 total. The rushing is where they really got their footing, but watching the game, I was actually thoroughly impressed with the Carolina Panthers defense going into the half. Keeping it 3-3 and keeping them in the game for as long as they did was impressive.
The defense forced 2 turnovers. They did enough, right? Mm-hmm. It was just the offense's 2 turnovers in their own territory, deep in their own territory, that really turned the game. So. Yeah.
And like that sounds like the Packers. Like that is almost the exact thing that happened to the Packers. Do you want to get into that? Is that what we're gonna get into?
Yeah, let's talk your guys' experiences. How did y'all enjoy the game?
Let's just start real quick with just the general experience. This was my first NFL.
Yeah, before we even talk about the game.
Yeah, before we even talk about the game.
How was the trip?
So this was my first NFL experience. I've never been to an NFL game. I've been to like stadiums before, but and I hate to make the comparison, but Fortnite World Cup. I went to Arthur Ashe, and that was cool.
Dude, it's like Fortnite, guys. It's just like Fortnite.
No. Anyway, so like walking into Arthur Ashe Stadium for the first time for the Fortnite World Cup was really cool. I had the same experience yet greater emotion walking into Lambeau Field for the first time. It was incredible. Just
it's a little difference between a tennis stadium and a football stadium.
No, literally, it's much bigger. Anyway, so the
much bigger. It's
no.
okay. Lambeau Field has the second largest capacity of any NFL stadium in
I
whole
believe
league.
it. I believe it.
I think number one is 49ers. Or is it SoFi?
SoFi.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it is SoFi.
It might be SoFi.
I think it might be SoFi.
Largest NFL fan capacity. Come on, Google. What do you got for me? Oh, it's MetLife?
Oh, no, you're right. It is MetLife. Yeah,
Google
yeah.
AI?
No, you're right. It is MetLife. It goes
the AI
MetLife,
correct?
then Lambeau, and then probably like SoFi.
But yeah, just
MetLife, Lambeau, AT&T, Arrowhead, Denver. Maybe it's not so. I don't know. Carry on.
No, you're right about
Anyway,
MetLife.
So
though.
yeah, it was just super surreal to like walk into Lambeau Field for the first time, and like actually seeing the players in person to me was surreal because they're no longer people on a TV. They're like actual human beings that are playing the game, and I'm like that was awesome.
That's why you don't bully them on Instagram, guys. They're real
exactly.
people with real feelings.
Yes.
Justin Field cried in his closet. That's real.
It is
True.
real.
He did say that.
So yeah, and we didn't know getting into the game, but I didn't know until maybe like 10 minutes before kickoff who was starting for the Ravens. And
Oh yeah, we had to bring it up on our phone.
Yeah, we had to bring up in the like during the first
quarterback,
part, we didn't know. I don't think it was like announced. I think the Ravens just like silently was like, yeah, we're gonna have Snoop Huntley start, and then everything's gonna be fine. But by God, did the Ravens ball out? The Ravens balled out hard. They finally used Derrick Henry with the way that they have last season.
They have Derrick Henry on their team?
Yeah, they had Derrick Henry. It's a shock.
I would have never known watching their past 8 games.
And on average, Derrick Henry did more this past game against the Packers than he did the entire season.
Well,
if you
he
look
had
at
an
his
historic game.
data,
It is literally a historical game.
No, literally. If you look at his historical data for all the games, this game was his highest numbers. Highest in carries, highest in yards, highest in touchdowns for the season.
36 carries, 216 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Derrick Henry.
Yep, and
that is literally a career day, and Derrick Henry's had a lot of career days.
He has.
So for this to be a career day for him is saying something.
For real.
It's not like a JJ McCarthy career day. This is the king. This is King Henry, who's been in the league, renowned as one of the greatest running backs, future Hall of Famer of all time, and you just watched him have a career day.
Literally. And it was super surreal just being in that stadium, just watching it. It was so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry had double the amount of yards that Snoop Huntley threw for.
Yes.
Snoop Huntley threw for 107 yards.
Yes.
Derrick Henry had 216 rushing yards. That's more than double.
It was crazy. And I mean, initially the game was really good back and forth because the Ravens. No, in the beginning, during the first half.
No, it
I would
wasn't.
say during the first half, like especially
The first quarter.
The first
quarter.
Let's say the first quarter.
When one team went down and scored, and then the other team went down and scored. That's as close as it ever was.
Yeah. So only one punt the entire game, and that was on the Ravens. It was a 42-yard punt or something like that. And
you want to hear a fun fact?
What's the fun fact?
You want to hear a fun fact? There have been 11 games this season where a team has gone through the entire game without needing to punt. In those games, those teams are 8 wins to 3 losses. All 3 of the losses have been the Green Bay Packers.
And you know what? You want to know a funny stat? One of those losses was against the Panthers.
Yes, it was. Because that's all this season. This is one of them. The Panthers game was the other. I don't even remember the third. I think it might have been. No, I can't even remember.
Yeah, no. It's so, but yeah. Speaking.
It's so funny.
Yeah, and just speaking from the Ravens fan perspective, the Ravens looked from phenomena. They surprised me. I went into the game with very little expectations about the Ravens and like how they were going to perform, but man, they were just awesome. And I have the hot take, and we'll probably get into it a little bit later. They need to keep Huntley starting for the rest of the season for the one game against the Steelers.
I know it sounds
really
like a hot take, but as of late, recency bias, Huntley has played way better than Lamar. At least he's not turning the ball over.
No, he's not. He's not putting the. He's not changing the play.
It's a hot take, but I'm kind of with him on this one.
Yeah, it's
on Harbaugh for using. It's on Harbaugh for trusting Lamar Jackson more than Derrick Henry right now. Lamar Jackson's a better quarterback than Snoop Huntley.
Yeah,
just
like skill-wise,
yes.
much higher ceiling.
But I think Snoop Huntley's starting is the reason why Derek had such a good game, because they utilized him more often.
Because they don't trust Snoop Huntley, so they have to get the ball to Derrick Henry.
And I'd rather have that. At least Snoop Huntley ran a little bit, and he was more mobile than Lamar Jackson has been all season, I thought. But
I mean, Snoop Huntley did throw the ball 20 times.
He did. But yeah, it was just a very incredible like experience to go there. I want to go back to more NFL games. Like, yes, they're going to be expensive as hell.
You got to be able to see a Ravens game at home.
Yes, I want to see a Ravens game,
especially against a bad opponent, so you can just watch them score a bunch of touchdowns. That's what you get. That is euphoria like no other.
I think. Because after next week, we'll know schedule for next year. I think the Panthers play the Ravens next year.
They do, and it's in Carolina. We looked it up.
Yeah.
I thought the last time was in Carolina.
No, we already looked it up, actually. So.
Yeah. We looked it up. It looked like the Ravens were playing the Panthers in Carolina.
Maybe.
And
we'll
then,
see.
And then the Panthers, I think, played.
I think we played the Packers.
Was it the Panthers that played the Jets?
I think it was.
We played the Jets. We played the AFC East this year.
Oh, that's right. Okay, then it's the.
We played the
Packers
play
the Packers played the Jets next year. That's what it is. Like, you're not going to get the full schedule, but there is, like, for specific teams who is already lined up, especially with, like, the solidifying schedule. We know the Packers will be playing the Cowboys. We know the Packers will be playing a team from the NFC West and a team from the NFC.
They will be playing a team from the
somewhere else.
A team from the NFC West at home, a team from the AFC West at home, and then a team from the NFC East away. That's what
but for sure you're playing the Baltimore Ravens at home. That's already been decided.
Yes.
So I told him he got to drive up there, down there.
Yeah.
You guys got to see a game
No,
together.
I'll love to have you down here for that game.
Yeah, I'm down for it. I'm absolutely down for it. I got to see the Ravens at home first, though. That would be awesome to go to Baltimore.
They might host a playoff game in a week or and a half.
I mean, I'm hoping.
Buy a playoff ticket. Quickly.
No, it's so funny. They are selling a potential playoff ticket.
Yeah, they're already selling it.
And I'm like,
reserve your spot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. But
you want to watch them play either the Broncos or the Patriots.
Oh no.
Yeah. They'll be the 4 seed. They'll be the 4 seed, so they'll get
one home game and that's it. Yeah.
They'll get the 5th seed.
Yeah, the 5th seed is either going to be the Broncos or the Patriots, because one of those two is getting the 1 seed, and the other one.
And the other one will get the 2 seed.
Oh, you're right. They're playing the 5th seed. Who the heck is the 5th seed?
Who's the 5th seed then?
I think it's
no, because you're right.
Or Jaguars, maybe the loser of that division will be probably the 5th seed.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Or because Chargers are 6 right now and the Bills are 7. So
I know the Bills barely sneaking their way in. That's crazy.
Hey, they've glitched the spot, so they're in. I mean,
anyway,
that's cool. Aaron, what did you think about the game?
Okay, so I wanted to have a little bit more hope for this game. I actually did pick the Packers to win initially, and then I remembered...
I also picked the Packers to win initially. I didn't have faith in the Ravens, honestly.
Well, see, the thing is I didn't expect them to remember that they had a run game because the Packers currently have 0 run defense. Their biggest run defense came from Devontae Wyatt, who is now out for the rest of the season. And Micah Parsons is a big part of being able to put pressure on the pass game, and he's out for the rest of the season. And we keep losing cornerbacks. We keep losing safeties. I don't even know who we have left. There was, 3 more injuries that game that they had to bring the card out for.
Yeah.
The Packers are a broken team. Literally almost every single one of their starters is injured or out.
Yeah,
every single
one of those injuries was so bad they couldn't replay the injury. It was horrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it really comes down to lack of defense. The Packers put up 24 points, and 24 points is a respectable amount of points. That can win you a good amount of football games, but it's not going to win you football games when the opponent is putting up 41. Fact of the matter is, we talked about it. They both went down, scored a touchdown, and that was great. And then the Packers turned the ball over in their own territory by going for it on 4th and 1. Didn't make it.
Nope.
Can you stop trying to hand the ball off in shotgun Just stop. It
on
doesn't
fourth
work.
and one.
On fourth and one in your own territory.
most
Everybody in the stadium knew what was happening.
Yeah.
I turned to him and I said, "Watch, it's gonna be a run play out of shotgun, and he's not gonna make it." And you know what? He didn't make it.
Every other
The
time they've
most
done it, they didn't make
predictable
it.
play.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Most
then
predictable play. It's so dumb.
And then the
Just
Baltimore
line up in
Ravens can't be
I-formation.
stopped. They can't be stopped. They go down, they score another touchdown. The Green Bay Packers get the ball back, immediately fumble.
Yep.
And then the Baltimore Ravens capitalize, go down and get another score. And then that's why at halftime is 27-14. So it's like even though they're moving the ball well and Malik Willis balled out, they're still starting without their star quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Jacobs is so hurt. He only had a handful of rushes. I mean, he had, 10 yards total, if that. Let me take a look at this.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs had 4 carries for 3 yards.
He barely moved.
He did
The
not.
longest rush he had was a yard.
Malik Willis was their top rusher, and thank God, because the only reason they were on the board is because of Malik Willis. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. I was able to get a video of one of them, and he got the video of the other one. It was very cool.
But he got injured.
Yeah, and then that's something else I wanted to bring up. We get to the point where it is a 3-point game, right? The Packers score, make it a 3-point game. They kick it off. Of course, the Baltimore Ravens come all the way down and they make a score. So now it's a 10-point game. The Packers have to come down and do something. They have to try. They have to answer. They have to keep it close.
Yep.
They are marching down the field. They get right into field goal range, and I really shouldn't have said anything because I turned to Noah and I go, well, at least if anything, they can kick a field goal here and keep it a one-score, one-score possession. And then Malik Willis starts running off the field into the locker room, and I'm like, okay, well,
I felt bad for the Packers fans around me.
We'll just run the ball a couple times, and then we'll kick a field goal. It'll be okay. And I'm not. This is word for word what I said. I turned to Noah and I said, "There's no way they pass here, right?"
And look what they did. They passed.
Mr. Toon back into the shotgun, throws it off the hands of Bo Melton, and it's intercepted. I don't know why I expected the Packers to be competitive. I think that's because in my mind Jordan Love was starting. And again, I don't even blame the offense for what happened. It's because of the fact that Malik Willis balled out is the only reason they stayed in this game to begin with. And because
Malik Willis did very well, yeah.
Because he got hurt, they had to put in what is this guy's name? Clayton Tune. Clayton Tune. Toontown reference. And it's like I don't want to put it on him either because Bo Melton was clearly the one who didn't catch it because hey, we're still throwing to our cornerback 6. I saw something.
Hey, your cornerback 6 is your wide receiver 2 right now.
He's like wide receiver 4 actually, but still, like how ironic is that? Hey, your practice squad QB just tried to throw it to your 6th-string corner and it bounced off his hands for an interception. That is the state of the Green Bay Packers right now.
It's one of it's such a rough go for the Packers.
They're in the hospital. The whole team's in the hospital.
And they're getting injured, and it's the wrong time to do so. There's a week left, Aaron, before the playoffs.
You can't expect no injuries. I get that, right? But like you would expect maybe 1 or 2 injuries of a major player, not 7, okay? Not your star edge rusher, your quarterback in concussion protocol, losing your corners, losing your safeties, losing your line, literally everybody.
Yep.
I don't even expect the Packers to win a playoff game. And it sounds doom and gloom, but they just don't have the personnel. If they had everybody healthy, if they had Tucker Kraft, if they had Jordan Love, if they had Micah Parsons, if they have Devontae Wyatt, they have everybody tip-top shape. They come out here swinging. They would be a Super Bowl favorite. They would probably be 13-3 right now with a chance at the 1 seed going into the final game.
Yep.
And instead we're 9-6-1 because we're playing our backups of our backups. So we literally have I'm not kidding, practice squad guys out there in a game where you still have a chance to take the North, especially because the Bears lost last night.
Yeah.
But they didn't even care to try because they know people are too injured and they don't want to risk them getting injured even more.
For the audience, we are recording this before Monday Night Football. So when we referred to last night, we're referring to Sunday night. So.
Yep. So heck of a game last night, though, right?
Yeah,
that
was awesome.
That Bears-Niners game was cinema.
It was awesome.
Only because the Niners won, though.
Yes.
That was a lot of
of
points. It was
points.
very entertaining.
That my team can only dream of scoring that many. Panthers are bottom 5 in points scored this year in the league. So
they have a decent defense for once, though. I wouldn't say great, but decent. Gotta agree with me on decent.
Yeah.
They have the curse point differential right now. It's minus 67.
Yeah. So bottom line of the Packer game: defense bad, defense very very bad. That they out threw Tyler Huntley, not hard to do. Mm-hmm. They were completely outrushed by Derrick Henry. I was blessed enough to see a Derrick Henry legacy game.
Yep.
That's actually really cool. Like, I'm not upset that the Packers lost. I'm just expressing my passion for why I know they lost. But I mean, like, the offense again still balled out. They had more yards per play. They did a phenomenal job. It just came down to efficiency. The Ravens had the ball way longer than the Packers. The Packers were quick to score, but the Ravens were able to just eat up a lot of clock because all they were doing was running.
That was a very, in my opinion, a very impressive first possession or first drive by the Packers. Like they only had the ball for
a minute and 11 seconds.
Yeah, a minute and 11 seconds. It was crazy. They went down the field so fast. Yeah.
Quick.
But you know when I say that turnovers are what win or lose games, like the most important number is the points, right? Mm-hmm. The second most important is the turnovers. This could have been a lot closer, but those 2 turnovers you can see in the second quarter was exactly what happened and where the momentum shifted in this game. Go 7-7, and then instead of this being 21-20 or anywhere in between, you give up 2 possessions that the Baltimore Ravens be able to score off of. Now they're up by 2 scores going into halftime, and that's where you lose all of your momentum. Mm-hmm. And in most weeks, the Baltimore Ravens give up a double-digit lead, but hey, thank God they're just handing it off to Derrick Henry again and again to go against a really soft run defense, and you can just put the game away just like that. So they didn't even need to score that last touchdown, but they did it anyway for style
They did
points.
it out of insult to injury.
Oh, insult to injury is right.
No, literally.
The king, Noah, I get it. So funny. Family Guy, I get it. He's so funny.
So, anyway, I love my Green Bay Packers, but it's not hard to see why they lost when you're like, it's not an excuse. It is the truth. The Packers are putting in backup everybody, and you're not going to win a lot of games when you're playing backup everybody.
Literally.
Hey, at least you're clinched into the playoff spot.
Yeah,
honestly,
and it's like
honestly. You know that one meme that's based off of Predator, the 2 guys clapping hands, right? It's the Packers and being the 7th seed in the NFC. Because you're locked into the 7th seed, buddy.
No matter what, that's why they're not starting their starters against Minnesota, and I expect them to not win that game either. So,
you know, it's actually fortunate that you did tie with the Cowboys, because that tie is keeping you from losing that spot to the Vikings next week.
Yep.
Because you would have lost. Because if you would have lost, you would have been 9-7, and the Vikings are 8-8.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's
Could you imagine? Yeah. Could you imagine?
I'm pretty sure the Packers still have a better divisional record, though. So it would have been head-to-head 1-1. And then the Packers would have had a 4-2 divisional record, whereas the Vikings are, 3-3? You'd have to look that up. I don't know off the top of my head. But
standings, hold on. Researching.
Or would they also be 4-2?
They would also be 4-2.
Ooh.
I don't know where the tiebreaker would come in. Anyway, thank God for the tie.
Who knows?
Yeah.
And we've got this wonderful.
Said no one ever.
Here's the wonderful picture that we recreated where Noah's team was very happy, and I was like, what are you gonna do, right? Like, you can see all of the not happy Packer fans in the background get just wanting to leave. You can see how empty the stadium already got because this was taken moments after they took the final knee. The clock didn't even hit 0 yet.
Yeah.
People started emptying out of the stadium with 5 minutes left in the game.
It was over as soon as that final touchdown came through. Yeah, it was.
People knew the game was
People
over.
were leaving as soon as the interception happened.
No, yeah.
Let's just try to beat traffic. Let's get out of here. You know?
Yeah. I will say
I spent $300 for this. Let's get out of here.
Literally, I will say it was really funny. Right in front of us, where we were sitting, was a mom and dad and a kid. The mom and the dad were Packers fans, but the kid was a Ravens fan. How did that happen? I have no idea, but it was really funny to watch. And
I like the purple bird.
No, literally, that's probably what it was the purple couple. Bro,
I mean,
but
I
yeah.
kept making the joke where it's all we asked the parents, we're like, hey, so what happened with your kid here? And they go, oh, that's not our kid.
Well, we don't know this kid.
We don't know this kid. Yeah.
It's not our kid. We brought him with us, but he's not our kid. So.
But yeah, it was a surreal experience. Just being there. It wasn't actually as cold as we thought it was going to be. It was a mild 35 degrees on average, I would say. But it was
perfect
awesome.
football weather.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, it wasn't super cold. It wasn't all that like crazy. It was great, and I heavily enjoyed my first NFL experience. So
Good.
yeah.
Good. I'm glad. But I want to talk about the Christmas games. Those games sure did happen, right?
They sure did.
They sure
What
did
happened to the Lions, bro?
Bro, do you remember last week when I was all like, oh yeah, if there's going to be an upset, I think I first said the Vikings, and I was like, no, it'd be the Commanders. That would be the one. I should have stuck with the Vikings because like that would have been the right choice. Who would have foreseen the Lions fall off? Like
that
genuinely.
Was insane. That was
I don't know what happened.
I was watching it. I was watching it with my girlfriend, and like every turnover that happened, she was just like, "Oh no, not this again!" And like all the penalties, like no, it was just awful. The Lions did not look that great at all.
The Lions have lost. Yeah, they've lost 4 of the last 5. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
They started when they lost to the Packers, beat the Cowboys, and lost to the Rams, Steelers, and now Vikings. That got kicked out of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it makes me think the 2023 NFC Championship game against the Niners. You know, at post game, Dan Campbell said this might have been our only shot, and he's right.
He's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
so
right.
far. Yeah.
It's weird to think that like the Vikings upsetting the Lions was the biggest like deficit of that entire weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, minus the Packers Ravens, but you know, but of the Thursday games at least.
That the Vikings win now puts the Lions in last place in the.
I
NFC
know,
North.
isn't that crazy?
It's wild.
They're tanking. But here's
They're
your
tanking
other
for an
fun
easier
fact.
schedule next year.
Here's your other fun fact. If the Lions and the Vikings both win next week, which is possible, they both can do it, then that would make every team in the NFC North have a winning schedule. Not just 500, a winning schedule, which will only be the third time one division has had all 4 teams with a winning schedule in NFL history.
That's crazy.
Only happened 3
The Lions
times.
would still be in last place.
And they still would be in last place. It would be very funny, but yeah, no, that's ironic. So, hey, maybe we can cheer for the NFC North history games. So, I'm not going to say cheer against the Packers, but if they do lose...
That means you have to pull for the Vikings.
It just means that if they lose, I'm pulling for the Lions. That's all. So, let's make history! Because the Packers can't move from the 7 seed.
Yep.
That's wild. It's only happened 3 times. I bet a division with all losing records has happened more than a division with all winning records.
I believe it.
Which
I believe
I'm kind of
the NFC South could be a division that has all losing records this year. It's still possible.
Yep. And while Aaron's pulling that up, I was actually slightly happy about the schedule for next week, even though the Ravens play on Sunday night and I have to go to work the next day for the first time since Christmas break.
Come on.
Stay
up, Noah. Come on.
I might. I'll think about it, but yeah, a lot of the games are at 1 o'clock.
Just
which
get a
makes
coffee
sense.
in the morning. Just get a coffee in the morning.
Yeah, I might.
Run to Dunkin'.
All right.
Run to Dunkin' in the morning.
But I have those up, right? The notable most recent ones is the 2022 NFC South, which the Buccaneers were 8-9, and then Carolina and New Orleans and Atlanta were all 7-10, all losing records. The 2010 NFC West, Seattle won the division at 7-9, with the St. Louis Rams at 7-9, Cardinals at 5-11, and the 49ers at 6-10.
That was a beast mode playoff game against the Saints.
That's crazy.
Marshawn Lynch ran for like 65 yards, but the fans were so loud it caused the Richter scale to go off.
Oh my God.
And then potentially the 2025 NFC South if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win next week.
It's only happened twice?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
In recent
history.
Oh, that's wild.
That's insane.
And of course, it's the NFC South, at least one of those. The NFC South, keeping the debate of do division winners really deserve to host a home playoff game? Alive, keeping that up.
On top of that, there's only two other teams. Yeah, two other teams besides those two that have made the playoffs while with a losing record, and that's because
7-8-1.
Yeah,
Panthers,
7-8-1 Panthers 2014, and the 7-9 2020
That's
Washington football team.
Yep.
So that's two more at least because
So
those
they
are
didn't
both
win their
division winners. So that's four.
Were they division winners?
Yeah, those were division winners.
Okay, well then
So
there you go.
that's
There's
at least two more. So that's 4. That's 4.
Yep.
7-8-1
crazy.
Panthers won a playoff game, by the way. So
Yeah, they lost in the divisional round. Who would have
Let's go
thought?
Panthers.
Crazy.
the Cardinals. Oopsies.
Oops.
I love that.
All right, you guys want to get into some crazy rankings? That's what it is. You want to see
Power
the
rankings.
power rankings? I don't care enough to look at the NFL rankings because I know the Packers are nowhere near the top 10, and it would just make me sad.
Yeah, they're probably nowhere near.
Yeah, my rankings are pretty unchanged from last week.
I know
besides
it's
one
pretty
major
similar, but you'd have to just like move a couple around. I think the Patriots are still number 1 overall.
I believe
Seahawks.
Seahawks,
are 1.
I've got
Seahawks are
Seahawks
1.
at number 2, but I think honestly San Francisco is also number 2.
Yeah, especially
I've got
after last night.
I've got the Jaguars at number 2.
Where do you have the 49ers then? The 49ers have looked so impressive.
Number 3.
3.
Interesting. Where do you have the Patriots?
Number 4.
Why do you have the Patriots so low?
Huh.
I know they beat up on the Jets, but it was 42-3.
Was that
Yeah, it's Jets.
Final
Congratulations.
score
You
was
should beat up on the
42-10.
Jets.
Nobody else was beating them up that badly, though. Like, here's the thing. You can only play the teams that are in front of you, but if you're going to play a bad team, you might as well dominate the bad team. And the Patriots have been dominating those bad teams.
You know,
And they still beat the good teams that come up on their schedule. So
I don't know. The Patriots straight for schedule. That's why they dropped.
you know what? I will tie the Seahawks and the Patriots at 1. We can put the 49ers at 2 and the Jags at 3. Is that agreeable?
I like that.
Sure.
All right. And then who do we have at number 4 that isn't the Patriots, Tom?
The Bears.
The Bears.
You think the Bears are better than the Broncos?
The Bears. And the Broncos.
We'll put them both at 4, and then where does
Chargers
that?
and Rams. Chargers and Rams at 5.
Chargers
Both
and
of the
Rams
LA
at 5.
teams. Bonus 6 is the Ravens because they kicked ass against the Packers.
As well as the Texans.
Yes.
Put all 4 of the Ravens, Steelers, Panthers, and Bucks at 6 because of those 4 teams, 2 of them are gonna win the division.
You know, we'll throw all of them in here, so we've got a huge bonus 6.
Bonus 6 is
Bonus 6 is all
Ravens,
of those, and then the
Panthers, Bucks,
Texans.
Steelers, and Texans. Yes.
We need to add another team at number 1 though.
Well, I mean, the Texans beat the Chargers, didn't they? I'm gonna put the Texans up at 5 in front of the Chargers. So
That's fine, but we
Yep.
need to add another team at number 1, and that is the winner of the Super Tank Bowl, the Las Vegas Raiders.
let's go, Raiders! They're out here playing 5D chess, man.
It's unfortunate that the Colts are not on this list. Shed a tear.
They've been mathematically eliminated from the playoffs.
Yes, they
Old
have.
man Rivers did not bring them.
Unfortunate. You know what's actually talking about like 5D chess? Did you hear the comment they made in the Panthers game where there was a guy in the stands wearing a Dolphins jersey? And they were like, that man right there is playing like 3D chess right now.
They found the one guy with a Dolphins jersey. That's crazy.
And I think he was wearing a Dolphins jersey just because he wanted to wear a Dolphins jersey because his buddy next to him was wearing a Broncos jersey.
They just wanted to go to the local NFL game.
Yeah, it's just what they had. You know?
I mean, I remember when I was up at Lambeau and we were walking in and I saw the guy in the Miami jersey. It's like, you are in the wrong spot.
We had a guy down to our right in a
fall.
Bronco jacket.
Yeah.
I was saying, it may be 40 degrees, but that's too cold for you Dolphins. Go away.
Literally.
God forbid you ever have to go play in Lambeau. You're going to freeze to death.
All right. Well, that brings us to game picks. It's game picks time, and then we're going to go from game picks into playoff scenarios, and then we're going to go from playoff scenarios into our final game of voting for the best game of the year. All right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Contingent on Monday Night Football, which is about to start here in a few minutes from when we are recording, I went 11-5 this week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did not do well. I think I had like 8. Like, I did terrible.
Yep,
The podcast went
currently
8-7.
Yeah, I'm currently 8-7 too. So.
Excuse me, I went 10-5. I
Nice.
went
10-5.
and
That's wild.
Yeah, and the podcast went 8-7. And how I'm tied with the podcast going into the final week. I can pull ahead, boys. I can pull ahead.
He has a chance. All right, but let's we got the games up and we're ready. So let's start with the Saturday games. We have the Carolina Panthers heading into Tampa Bay to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for a right to the division and the ticket to the playoffs.
So it depending on what the Falcons do here on Monday Night Football, right?
Mm-hmm.
This game could be for the division because
The Panthers
have 2 ways to win the NFC South.
Mm-hmm.
The easiest one, just win this
win.
game against the Bucs.
Just win.
It's easy, just easy. Nice and easy. Win. You're divisional champions. Congratulations. You have earned the right to host a home playoff game and get trounced by the loser of Niners.
the NFC South or West.
Yeah. The second way, a little more complicated. They need Atlanta to win out.
Yeah,
So
Atlanta would have to win
Atlanta-
tonight.
That's interesting.
Tonight against a
Yeah, because it becomes a 3-way tie. They're all at 8 and 9.
And Saints,
Oh, interesting.
yeah,
Okay.
and then the Saints next week. Which next week possible.
Tonight,
Rams,
maybe
not so much.
Yeah.
Not so much.
You never know, though.
That,
You never
that
know.
way, the Panthers, Bucks, and Falcons would all be 8 and 9. If through some convoluted tiebreaker like common opponents or something, the Panthers would win that tiebreaker and be 8 and 9.
Yeah, because so the weird way that it works is that if it's just the Panthers and the Bucks tied at 8 and 9, the Bucks have the
Bucks win.
tiebreaker over the Panthers. But if you
Divisional
add the
games.
Falcons into the mix, the Falcons then trump the Buccaneers, and then the Panthers actually have the
Falcons,
tie
yeah.
over the Falcons because they beat them twice.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's really weird the
It's
way
really
that
convoluted.
works.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
it is.
convoluted.
Mm-hmm.
But you shouldn't count on the Falcons to do anything. Right?
No,
I mean,
you
if
gotta
the
put
Panthers
your
really wanted to
destiny in
win,
your
they needed to beat
hands.
Seattle. Yeah. Last game it was a close game, 23-20 in the favor of the Panthers.
And that was at home.
The major difference was the late interception by Baker Mayfield on the final drive. It's tough to beat an opponent twice in a season, especially twice in 3 weeks. Even though the Bucks are on a, I think, what are they? They're on a
loss streak.
They have
5 of the
lost
last 6.
They've lost 4 straight, and they have lost 7 of the last 8.
Ooh, even worse than I
that's
thought.
even worse.
Yeah.
Oh.
We used to talk about the Bucks in contention for like
5-1,
the best
yeah.
team. Yeah, they were like one of the
They were
best in the
5-1.
NFL. Baker
That-
Mayfield MVP conversations, number 1
Yeah.
seed potentially.
Yeah.
And now here come the
They just start
Panthers.
losing.
Here come the Panthers. Yeah.
I want to say here come the Panthers. I would say the Bucks fell off a cliff. But the Bucks know what they're playing for, right? And so if there's ever a game where they're gonna pull everything out, this would be it. I don't know if the Panthers have that it factor to where they can pull out these clutch games. Like they're going in like, yeah, we have to win this game. I don't know if the Panthers have that yet. They are a young team. They are not a win now team. This is the best season the Panthers had in years, but I don't know if they have that for this game. And so, unironically, I do think the Buccaneers are going to win this game.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
but
gonna
I
cheer for the
think the
Panthers,
Carolina
but the
Panthers are
Buccaneers-
scrappy and they know what they want and they're coming to get it. The Buccaneers have not looked good and they still haven't looked
not.
good, and it's really hard to switch on a dime and suddenly look good again. Plus, you got to think if the Carolina Panthers win-loss, it's time for them
It's
to win
true.
again.
True. The seesaw says win this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
I chose the Carolina Panthers. I genuinely did. You can look at my picks. I chose them. So, Noah.
I mean, you already saw it because
You can change your mind.
I could change my
You
mind
get
if
to
I
make
wanted
that
to.
decision right
You
here,
already
right
see
now.
this. My
I don't
computer's
care
right
what
here.
your computer says. I want to hear what you have to say right now.
Tell me what you say. Say it with your chest.
Say it with your whole chest, Noah. Who are you picking?
Look me in the eye, Noah. Tell me who you picked.
I'm looking at you right in the eye.
He's looking on his own laptop.
No, I honestly concur with what Tom is saying. Like, yes, the Buccaneers are on their losing streak right now, and they haven't looked that great. I really don't think the Panthers have the muster to be able to win out against them, and unfortunately they'll miss the playoffs this season. So I picked the Buccaneers.
Dang, Buccaneers take the NFC South for the 6th year straight?
Fifth year straight.
Well,
it'd be the second
these are the picks that are going to put you behind the podcast, Tom. I don't know. No, I don't know.
Hey! I choose against the Panthers, and it works half the time. You know?
Yes.
All right. Well, we as a podcast choose the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But then we've got probably what I think is the best game of the week, the Seattle Seahawks heading into Santa Clara, not only for the division, but for the 1 seed.
Yep.
This is a 1 seed.
Fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. And I'll say it now. I think the San Francisco 49ers are going to win. I think through recent games, the Seattle Seahawks have had a pretty good defense, but they have not been great about putting up points, and the San Francisco 49ers have been on an absolute heater. They had not punted in the month of December until last night, and they still put up 40-plus points in that game.
Mm-hmm.
I think the San Francisco 49ers are getting hot at the right time, beating good opponents, and they're home once again. I don't see any reason that they don't beat Seattle here.
Yeah.
Over the last 3 games, the Niners have scored 37 points, 48 points, and 42 points. They are putting up numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's why I put them at number 2. Because I mean, you're number 1 until you lose, and the Seattle Seahawks haven't really lost. Neither have the Patriots, but I think the 49ers are right up there in contention. If they win here, they prove themselves to be the number 1 seed and the best team in the NFL easily.
Noah, what do you think?
Yeah, I also picked the 49ers. And they have been on, as Aaron said, they've been on.
I mean, we both watched that game last night.
We both watched that game. Like good God. I didn't expect the 49ers to ball out the way they did. And
they've been doing that every week.
Yeah, and the Bears balled out too last night, but the 49ers did it at a much larger scale. So I had the 49ers for this one.
The Seahawks have a turnover problem. I believe they lead the league in turnovers, offensive turnovers. So, I mean, and they had 2 turnovers against the Panthers as well. So, the Niners don't have that problem. I think the Niners, grit out another win, and so I'll pick the Niners.
All right,
as the 1 seed.
It's weird that they're not even favored. I think they win that handily. But anyway, you ready for some slop bowls?
I love slop bowls.
Slop bowl.
Hey, Week 18, 1 p.m. games. Everyone who's been eliminated plays now.
Yep.
Can I choose the Falcons to hold up the narrative that if the Panthers lose, but the Falcons somehow win on Monday night and then they win here, it gives the
That's why I chose
Panthers.
the Falcons.
Honestly, I'm with you. Falcons, let's go. Noah chose the Saints.
I chose the Saints.
That's all right though.
That's probably better.
I chose the Saints.
I mean, after this last game, with the Panthers' last game, I think Tyler Shuck, the Saints quarterback, has a real shot at offensive rookie player of the year.
I think he does, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, because McMillan had nothing because Bryce had nothing, right?
Mm-hmm. So Falcons, let's go. Then slop number 2, yummy.
2.
Cleveland Browns heading to Cincinnati. Anyone got anyone but the Bengals?
Bengals,
and
I hope Myles Garrett sets a sack record.
Let's go, Myles Garrett.
On Joe Flacco specifically, because why not?
Because why? I mean,
why not? Okay.
Yeah, why not? Honestly, Joe Burrow doesn't need to play.
No.
He's just out there.
We
for
don't
pride.
want to re-irritate Joe Burrow's turf toe.
Yeah, get him ready for next year.
We want to make sure Joe Flacco's out there.
Anyway,
slop
slop bowl,
slop
slop. I'm taking the Minnesota Vikings because I know the Packers are playing Looney Tune out there, and we'll probably throw 3 picks and score no points. And I need to hold up the narrative for the entire NFC North to have a winning record at the end of the year. So
I'll pick Vikings as well.
I changed my
You're changing your pick? I don't know if there's no way Jordan Love starts. Malik Willis might, but it might be the Looney Tune. I hate calling him that. It feels mean, but
just call him Clayton then. Come on.
Clayton Tune. I'm sure he's a fine quarterback. I'm sure he is, but the Minnesota Vikings are playing for pride, and they're probably going to play. I know a lot of people are picking the Packers. There's a good chance if Malik Willis starts, they could win. It's gonna be a sloppy game. That's what it is. So I'm just trying to hold up a narrative.
It's slop number 3, and now slop
slop.
number 4.
Slop. Dallas Cowboys.
All
right. More slop. I mean, Jacksonville's going to try to win because they need to solidify their space at the top. So, I'm choosing the Jaguars by a mile.
Yep, I agree.
I mean, it's still possible that the Jaguars could get the 1 seed.
So that's why they're the ones actually trying.
If they win and the Patriots and Broncos lose, Jaguars get the 1 seed.
That's crazy.
The Broncos probably don't lose, though, because Justin Herbert isn't starting. So, I mean...
Yeah.
But we'll see. You never know. Jaguars still need to play just in case.
Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. And even more slop.
But the same thing here is the Houston Texans still need to play because if they win and for some reason Jacksonville loses, I think they get the division, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. The Texans are the 5 seed right now. The Texans are the 5 seed.
Let's see. If Texans lose and Jaguars lose to the Titans, yes, Texans could get the division.
So they also need to play here. So they have more to play for. They're going to be trying to win, whereas the Colts are playing their backups. So.
Yep. Yeah, because Philip Rivers isn't starting next week for the Colts.
So everyone have Texans?
I have Texans.
I do hope that the Colts do allow Rivers to get in for 100 yards because if he does, he'll pass Ben. Because then he'll pass Ben Roethlisberger for 7th all time.
That would be great, honestly. Let him do it. Let Unk sling. Let Unk sling.
Matthew Stafford, I think, is about to pass Ben Roethlisberger tonight, probably.
Let's go! Can't wait.
That'll be cool.
All right, then we've got another
slop.
Buffalo Bills are still going to try just so they can keep their seed. I think if they win and somebody else loses, they have a potential to move up to 6. So they might rest their starters. Who knows? But even if you could probably play your third stringers against the Jets and still win.
Probably.
So I mean that's unfortunately true. So
it's crazy because in the playoff machine I've got going off, the Jacksonville has a peak of being the 1 seed and a valley of being the 7th.
That's crazy.
Depending on who wins and who loses. Hey, we're gonna go over that in here in just a moment too. So anyone got anyone but the Bills?
I got the Bills.
The Bills backup could probably beat the Jets. So.
Yeah. All right, then we've got the Detroit Lions heading into Chicago to play the Bears. Is there any scenario, and I guess we'll look into it, where if the Bears win and a bunch of other people lose, do they go, well, they can't go any higher than the 2 seed. I guess they need to win so that they don't lose the 2 seed to Philadelphia, right? Because if they lose and Philly wins, Philly gets the 2 seed and Chicago drops to the 3 seed. So they probably... I don't know. And who would they rather play in the playoffs? Do they want to play the Packers or do they want to play one of the NFC West teams?
Probably the injured Packers.
Probably the injured Packers. So they're going to be given everything they are to win this. But if I know Detroit, like I know Detroit, they're going to pull out all the stops to try to play spoilers. And division games are tough. So give me the Detroit Lions to win. Give me this NFC North all-winning division, Detroit Lions. And it's actually pretty closely picked, so that's not that hot of a take. But
it's literally a 50-50 split.
But I've got the Detroit Lions. Let me hear what you guys have to say.
I don't think the Lions will even do well, considering how they played last week.
They've not been playing well.
How they played on Thursday against the Vikings. Oh God, I don't know if they'll have a chance against the Bears, especially with how the Bears performed last night against the 49ers.
Bears have been on a heater. I'll give them that.
They've been on a heater.
They've looked phenomenal.
I don't think the Bears are. Sorry, I don't think the Lions are going to win this one. I really don't. Go ahead, Tom.
Last time these two teams fought, the Lions won 52-21.
This was that was also in Ford Field. That was way early, right?
And granted, that was week 2.
Yep.
Back in September.
Yeah.
Very different teams back then. Bears.
All right, I'll give you guys the Bears. Oh, yeah. Anyway, it's not slot bowl, but it's definitely backup versus not backup. So you would think that this would be a really big highlighted game, but unfortunately it's not. Does anyone have anyone but the Broncos?
No, especially now knowing that Justin Herbert's not starting. I don't think the Chargers will.
They're favored. They're favored at -850. That's got to be like favored by a touchdown and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it seems with this move, they know they're in the playoffs. So maybe they're just conceding to be the 7th seed because
that's what the Packers are doing. They're like, we'd rather just everybody be as healthy as they can. I mean, it's not. I mean, Micah Parsons isn't going to recover his ACL overnight, though. No. He did have his surgery for it today. So God bless. I hope he recovers.
He did.
It should be ready for sometime next year, maybe. Hopefully.
Here's hoping.
Hopefully,
but the Chargers could be playing for the 5th seed, which. You would think that the 5th seed against the one of Steelers Ravens is
preferable.
Interesting. Yeah, preferable to going to Denver or New England or Jacksonville or you know. But I have Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos.
Yep.
All right. Now we're back to slop.
Though the Chargers do win, they'll go 6-0 in the division this year.
Wow, that's awesome.
They are currently 5-0, and they could be 6-0.
Crazy.
Could be.
Anyway, slop. Kansas City Chiefs. I got Kansas City Chiefs.
I also have
the Raiders need to get the 1 seed.
I genuinely think they're purposely tanking for the 1 seed. That's why they took Max Crosby out. That's why Geno Smith hurt himself.
That's why they keep Geno in, yeah.
Yeah, that's why they keep Geno in. That's why they don't actually utilize Ashton Genty like they know they could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Chiefs.
I also have the Chiefs, yep.
All right. Then we've got slop.
Anyway,
the Cardinals heading to the Rams. Rams need this win because they're trying to stay as high as they can. They don't. I don't think they can drop. They're either fighting for 5 or 6 right now.
5 or 6, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What? Guess has some words
I'll take care of you in a moment. So
more than like
Rams.
Hold on. I just want to.
How'd the Cardinals play this past week?
Well. So if they win, they get the 5th seed. This is what I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
If they lose, they drop to the 6th seed. So
they definitely have something to play for.
Yeah, if they win, they get the honor of beating up the NFC South winner. So
and just moving on, they get the second bye week. You know,
they get the pseudo bye.
Yeah.
I have the Rams for this one.
So I do have the Rams. Fun fact: the Cardinals have had the strongest strength of schedule this season because they are in a division that has an 11-game winner, a 12-game winner, and a 13-game winner going into Week 18.
Jeez.
That was the NFC North last year. That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's just the NFC West this year. But the ironic part is that with all of those great records that the NFC North had last year, none of them made it to the none of them made it to the Super Bowl.
Hey, fun fact:
they didn't even make the NFC Championship.
Literally flipped. True. The NFC North literally flipped standings from last year.
That's awesome.
That's so funny. Bears went from 4th to 1, Packers 3 to 2, etc., etc. Quirky.
You have some words to say, huh, buddy?
Vito's picking the Cardinals.
I can't pick the Cardinals. All right, then we've got more slot. Miami Dolphins, New England Patriots.
I picked the Patriots.
I think the Patriots are resting the starters. So throw me out on a. Well, actually, they could be playing for the 1 seed, so maybe they won't rest their starters.
The way that it's lined up is that everybody should have something to be playing for, and that's why they have them playing simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
The only team that I think has come forward and said, "No, we're good," is the Chargers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody else still is playing their starters because they need to solidify their spots. If any one of them gives up their spot, then everybody else just leapfrogs them. That's just how it is.
Yeah. If the Patriots were resting the starters, I would have been funny and I would have picked the Dolphins, but I'll pick the Patriots because the starters.
All right, then we've got Commanders, Eagles. Sorry, go ahead.
The Patriots have the weakest strength of schedule this year.
That is true, they did, but hey, they won the games they needed to.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Eagles, Commanders.
Eagles.
Unfortunately.
Eagles.
I mean, the thing is, for the Packers, would the Packers rather go to Philadelphia or would they rather go to Chicago? I know,
I'd rather them go to Chicago.
I know. I feel like the Packers match up better against the Bears because they actually had Chicago. They beat Chicago once already, and they had Chicago on the ropes until like the monumental collapse at the end. But the Packers just never play well against the Eagles, especially in Philadelphia. So I know, like, if the Packers go to Chicago and they lose to Chicago, all the Bears won't shut up about it, and you won't hear about it until next year. But at least that's the one that they have. That's the one that they have a chance to win. You know. So anyway, yeah, I think the Eagles take this.
And then slops now.
Slop.
This is the most important game of the week.
America's game of the week.
That's why it's Sunday Night Football.
That's why it's Sunday Night Football.
Got the Baltimore Ravens heading to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
I'm so
Aaron
concerned about this
Rodgers
game.
in a game to get into the playoffs
As a Steeler.
Actually, the last time that Aaron Rodgers was in a playoff or go home game, he lost to the Detroit Lions.
Are you trying to pick a team?
He's trying to get our attention.
He's picking. He's choosing Pikachu. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a frame there. That's great.
Do you want uppies again? Up. Come on, Reno. Who you got? Ravens or Steelers? Who is it?
So I, like I said earlier, my hot take is that I feel like they need to start Huntley again, just so that the Ravens can use Lamar Jackson, can use Derrick Henry. Yeah. So, like, but even then, even if Lamar Jackson happens to start on Sunday against the Steelers, they still need to use Derrick Henry. Like,
Harbaugh needs to remember that Derrick Henry exists.
Yeah, and not in the Titans, you know.
Give him 25
Lamar
carries
Jackson.
minimum.
Give it to Derrick Henry.
Give it to Derrick Henry. The ball. Yes. But I feel like I feel like the NFL is scripted. The Steelers are gonna go. The Steelers are gonna go under 9-8 record.
Oh well, if it's 9-8, they go to.
If they go,
they don't make it to the playoffs.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
So if they're
9-7
right now, if they go 9-8, then that means the Ravens win, and they go to the playoffs.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, so you think the Ravens win?
Yes.
So
I'm with him. Let's go Ravens.
Wow,
let's go Ravens.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the Steelers are going to go on their 9-8 record because the NFL is scripted. The Ravens are going to win this one. They're going to be in the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to say.
9-8 playoffs.
9-8 playoffs.
The narrative must stay true.
Yes.
I mean,
9-8 Super Bowl for the Steelers. So I'm going Ravens. I think the Ravens pull it off.
Yeah.
You know, it's so ironic just how, like, mirrored your guys' divisions have been this year.
Mm-hmm.
Right? With just, like, it coming down to the very final game of the year. You're both going on the road, and the winner gets a spot in the playoffs.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Insane. I don't think we would have predicted that at the beginning of the year.
Insane bounce back from the Ravens to be even in this situation after starting 1-5.
I know. The Ravens had the win against the Packers, and the Browns had the win against the Steelers for the Ravens to still even have a shot. Because even if the Ravens, even if the Steelers had won last night,
Steelers losing to the Browns, unbelievable.
Yeah, scripted.
That
was
scripted. Yeah. Even if the Steelers had won yesterday against the Browns, the Ravens would have been out of a playoff contention. So. I'm hoping the Ravens pull it off. If they don't, then cool. I'm down to hear the slop that happens afterwards. So.
Anyway, who did you pick though?
I picked Ravens.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, if either of our teams loses, it's stress-free playoff football. You know.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, true. I mean, mine's still gonna be stressed, but let's go.
How many points are we putting in this game?
This is for the Saints versus Falcons because I guess they were the last game on the list before the schedule came out. I put down 30. For the actual game though, for the Ravens Steelers, if you're actually genuinely asking me, I'm hoping it's 50. So I'm hoping it's at least 50 points combined.
Did you see the joke where they were all like Packers Vikings? It's gonna be Toon versus Brosmer. The opening line is 9.5.
Plus or minus 9.5. I'll take the under.
Oh, it's so good.
Very good.
That's so
All
funny.
right, but let's fiddle around with this. Let's fiddle around with this playoff predictor here. Let's go over. We're just assuming. Let's go under the assumption that the Rams win tonight.
Falcons
we don't
win.
know.
Falcons win. Come on,
No.
Falcons.
I'll see what we can go back and change
We'll
it
see
and
what
see
happens
what
with the
happens.
Falcons later. Yeah.
Falcons.
But
For the love of God, Falcons.
Let's go through our
please.
picks. You guys had what? The Buccaneers winning. We had the 49ers
Yeah.
winning. Texans. That one doesn't matter. That
Cowboys.
one doesn't matter. That one doesn't matter.
Bengals.
That one doesn't really matter. That
Falcons,
one.
Vikings.
That one. That
Jaguars.
one. That one. I'm punching them all in. I want to see where we end up here, right? So, and then I want to see like how big of changes everything has. So obviously the big changes, if the Steelers win, they get the 4 seed. If the Ravens win, they get the 4 seed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Big change there. If for some reason Buffalo loses, they drop to 7 and LA gets 6, right? Even though LA is resting their starters.
Yep.
If the Bears lose to the Lions and the Eagles win, then the Eagles take the 2 seed. But let's say the Eagles somehow lose as well. Like if they both end up losing, then it's still 2-3 Chicago and the Eagles. So
Yep.
what else? If the who is that? If New England loses, they drop to the 3 seed, assuming everybody else wins. If for some reason Denver doesn't win and New England does, they jump to the 1 seed. A lot of things kind of have to jump around. Let's just say all of these guys lose. If both the Broncos and the Patriots lose, Jacksonville takes the 1 seed. If somehow Jacksonville loses, it still goes to Denver, right? But that is Jacksonville's route to the 1 seed. That's kind of kooky.
Yeah, but if Jacksonville loses, Patriots win, the Broncos win, and the Chargers win.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Well, the Chargers and the Broncos can't win.
So if the Patriots win, Jacksonville loses, and the Chargers win, that's when Jacksonville drops to 7.
Oh, so yeah, if Jackson, and then it goes all the
Bills
way down to
also wins.
7. Yep.
And the Bills have to win as well.
And then, if that's the case, there'll be a hardball bowl for the wild card spot.
Hubble. That's so funny.
I would love that.
Unless Buffalo loses.
Yeah,
Dang it.
Unless
It's
Buffalo
not
loses.
happening.
Because then
And then we'll go to
Jacksonville would jump up to 5. But yeah, no, that's so quirky.
They could be 1, 2, 3, 4.
They could be
can't-
all
only
over the
seed
place.
the only seed the Jaguars can't be is 4.
That's kooky. Oh, that's so
So
funny.
Insane.
Packers literally
But I'm just saying-
zero change. They win or lose, so they're definitely resting.
Oh yeah,
their
they're locked
starters.
into the 7th seed. I'm just saying, if we go back to week 17 and we say the Falcons win, the Panthers win at the 4 seed at 8 and 9, yeah,
So
that would be the best. That would be the best timeline.
as of right now, there's no scenario where LA can get the 1 seed anymore, but they're battling between 5, 6, and maybe not 7, but they're battling between
just
5 and 6, right?
5 and 6.
So depending on who wins between Seattle and the 49ers,
the
that'll
loser
depend.
of that game gets the honor of beating up the NFC South in the divisional game.
Yep.
Unless, here's the thing. So, if the Rams win Monday night and they win again against the Cardinals, then the loser of the San Francisco-Seattle game drops down to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle. If Seattle loses, they'll be 13 and 4. The Rams are at best 12 and 5. So the Rams will be the 6th seed in that situation. But if Niners
did you
lose,
count that the Rams winning tonight against the Falcons?
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you
Never
didn't
mind.
have that because you were hopeful. You were like, hey.
Yeah, I was hopeful.
That's
I
what
was
it was.
hopeful.
Mm-hmm. We don't
Go
know.
Falcons.
That game's happening literally right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Google. Hey, Google, what's the Rams score?
Currently, the Rams are tied with the Falcons 0-0 in the first quarter.
It could go either way.
Currently scoreless, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been going on for
Go
very long.
Falcons.
Go Falcons. So
Go
I'm just
Falcons,
under the
for the love of
assumption
God.
that they win, but if they don't, then things get interesting.
I'll wake up very happy tomorrow if I see the Falcons win.
Yep, and then of course it's just let's do the funny. Let's do the Falcons win, and then even if Tampa Bay wins, you have the Falcons win against the Saints. Carolina still takes that number 4 seed. It's crazy how that
8-9,
works,
yeah.
right? That is phenomenal. You'll
Best
love to see
timeline
it.
right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, LA
Yes.
would drop down to the 5 seed. So I think that's just about every single scenario, though, because the things that are really bouncing around are 2nd and 3rd seed can swap places. first, fifth, and sixth are all jumping around on the NFC side, and then the fourth seed could go one of two ways. And then I don't even know what to say about the AFC. That is literally a jumbled mess where all 1 through 7 can be changed at any given time. Nobody's locked into any seed right now, and the 4 seed can only go to one of two teams.
Yeah.
But then all the other ones
conferences.
could literally be like almost any combination of the rest.
Yeah. The 4th seed, at least on the AFC side, is going to be a lot to whoever wins.
New England is
It's
New
both
England.
conferences, yeah.
New England can't be any lower than 3. I don't think Denver can either. Jacksonville can literally go from 1 all the way down to 7.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6,
I
7.
think
Who knows?
The Chargers could be as high as 5, but everybody else could be as low as 7 as well. Buffalo, Houston, and LA are all fighting for that kind of 7 seed area. Houston still has a chance to jump up to 3, and the Jaguars could fall all the way to 7. But I mean, like, between these 2 teams of the Ravens and the Steelers, plus these 6 other teams, that is for sure who you're seeing in the playoffs over there. So very interesting scenarios.
Yes, sir.
So I mean, let's redo it with who we had winning everywhere, and let's just unfortunately with your guys' pessimism, the Panthers will not make
the Panthers lose.
and we'll have the first seeded 49ers who were not the first seed the entire season until potentially the last week, which is crazy, right?
No one considered them because of all the injuries they had.
But then you get your guys back towards the end of the season, and maybe you can go on a run. Something Green Bay can't do because everybody's injured now.
Yep.
Then we've got Green Bay heading to Chicago, Seattle going to Philadelphia, LA going to Tampa, and then we've got the Chargers going to New England, Buffalo heading to Jacksonville, and Houston going to Baltimore. Just as a quick shoot from the hip, who do you see winning each of these games? No overanalyze, just give me some names.
On the AFC side, Patriots, Jaguars, Houston. And then NFC, Bears, Seattle, Rams.
I see Patriots, Buffalo, Baltimore potentially, and then Green Bay, Seattle, Tampa Bay.
Interesting. That's interesting. That's almost opposite. Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
Maybe they go on a hot streak. Who knows? Okay, listen.
Picking both the Bays?
He's picking both the Bays. All right, I have New England, Buffalo, Houston, and then I'm hopeful for Green Bay, and then Seattle and LA. So that's actually, would that be the only time every single road team has won? Like on one side?
Sure, no.
Maybe it's happened before, but like that would be crazy. But I just that's who I see being the better teams. If Green Bay can be healthy enough, they have the ability to beat Chicago. The only reason they didn't beat them twice, and the only reason they're not, playing for the division right now is just because of that last 2-minute collapse.
Yep.
And unfortunately, the last 2 minutes still matter, and so it's like you can't discount it. But yeah, no, this would make for a really interesting scenario. As long as Philadelphia's knocked out, I wouldn't mind seeing any of these teams go to the Super Bowl. I know some people have fatigue with the 49ers. I don't, because every single time they go, they end up losing. Right?
Yeah.
I think Brock Purdy deserves his ring. Hot take.
He does.
Give Christian McCaffrey his ring.
I agree.
I think people don't have fatigue with the Niners because every other year team,
I get why they do.
Year, this year.
But yeah, it's like I wouldn't mind them going because they still have an opportunity to win. Every single time they went, they kept losing to Kansas City.
Hey, then there are no Chiefs this year. It's their time.
I would be happy with any of these teams. I don't have any qualms with any of them, right? Some people have an issue with New England being all like, oh, it's just Tom Brady again. This sucks. It's a different team, years. All right?
They were supposed to be bad for decades. It's too soon.
Let Drake May be Drake May, all right? Like, he balled out. He deserves to be there. And if they really are only there because of their strength of schedule, it'll show in the playoffs, okay?
Yep.
If they deserve to be there, they'll beat the good teams in front of them. Everybody on this list has a winning record. They have the chance to prove that it's not a fluke. And if it was a fluke, well, I mean, on the AFC side, okay? On the AFC side. All of those teams have a winning record. They have to beat winning record teams to get to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
So, there you go.
And each game gets harder.
And just looking at this right now, who do you have as your Super Bowl matchup?
Ooh. Hot take?
What's a cursed Super Bowl here?
No.
Bears,
Jacksonville,
Jaguars.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. That would be so
Florida
cursed.
Bowl? It's a Florida Bowl?
A Florida Bowl in California?
That would be so cursed.
My curse is Jacksonville Bears.
That would be cursed.
That
I
would be
hate
cursed.
that.
As a realistic, though, I'm actually low-key hoping for a Bills Rams.
I mean, what are we hopeful for, or what are we realistically expecting?
I'm hopeful for a Bills Rams.
Hey,
but
I'll give you my real prediction next week when we actually sit down and look at these wild card games. You know?
But just from what I see here, my hopeful is Green Bay Houston. That's my hopeful.
that's a good one, actually.
Houston, the youngest team in the league, getting to their first Super Bowl.
Green Bay, the other youngest team in the league, would be really
Definitely, yeah. Your beauty shofu all the crow's feet, you know.
cool. Okay, but what I realistically expect, and I know it's super cliche, but the two number one seeds, I don't see Denver and San Francisco losing to anyone else on these lists, right? It just they're the best
50%
teams
of
in the
all
league
one
right
seeds
now.
have made it to the Super Bowl. So
Yep.
It makes sense. I think it's Denver, San Francisco, and that would still be fun to watch. I would love to see Bo Nix versus Brock Purdy. That'd be great.
Yeah, two younger quarterbacks, very cool.
Oh yeah. All right.
All right, but let's
We'll
get to the playoffs next year.
We'll get to the playoffs. Let's get to the game of year. There's actually already a list for some of them, but I'm gonna shuffle it out. Do you have a link?
True. Oh yeah, the NFL
You have the
puts something
same
up right
link.
before Christmas.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, so I'm gonna make one caveat.
Let's do like two things. Let's do our team's game of the year, and then let's decide the league's game of the year.
Okay,
So far.
one caveat. I know that they put like the tied for fourth best game being the Green Bay where Green Bay gets upset by Chicago in overtime. It did have an exciting last 2 minutes, but it was still an ugly game all the way through. I think the best game of the year should be the best game of the year. You could say the same thing for the Giants Broncos, which is why I'm just if we had to choose between those two, I think the Giants Broncos was a better one. A 22-point comeback versus
33 points in the fourth quarter. That's insane.
Versus just a couple, crazy throws at the end of the game. So I would replace the Green Bay Chicago game with last night's 49er Chicago game. Because that one was phenomenal.
Yeah, that one was actually
that was definitely. But let's ask this question first. So far, what has been your team's game of the year?
My team's game of the year. You go ahead and start because I'm sure you have an answer for that.
Just the best game to watch was the 30-0 slamming of the Falcons early.
Of course. Can't deny it, right?
Yeah. But I think if we're really looking at the game of the year, it's probably the second game against the Falcons, the 30-27 game, where Bryce Young showed that he could be a real NFL quarterback, 450 yards. I think that is the Panthers game of the year because it was close, a overtime thriller for the Panthers. It really made people think maybe this team's got something. Of course, it's right in the middle of the seesaw, but maybe they got something. The second Falcons game is my game of the year pick for the Panthers.
All right, I have a couple to go over. I think my favorite Packer game of the year was the 35-25 win over the Steelers. I thought that was just a phenomenal watch. They were down going into the fourth quarter and made a great comeback.
Beating Aaron Rodgers.
In his own stadium in prime time. It was really good. The second one that I think was good is very quickly forgotten just because of the other Bears matchup, but the first Bears matchup, 28-21, the Bears are marching down the field. Caleb Williams throws an interception in the end zone in the last second. That was actually a really terrific game to watch. Edge of my seat the whole time. Very back and forth. Very hard fought all the way through.
To get the interception. Very cool.
And then my actual game of the year, and this is going to also be a hot take that I don't expect anyone to agree with because it's not even on the... Okay, so... There were some great games here, right? Like the LA Rams at the Seahawks, the 38-37 overtime 2-point conversion fiasco, phenomenal game. I really liked the LA Rams going into the Carolina Panthers. I thought that was a really good 31-28 final. all the way down to
It
the
was.
final Matthew Stafford fumble. I thought that was a really entertaining watch. Very back and forth, hard fought. Never knew what was coming next. I thought that was a phenomenal watch too.
That's awesome.
Those are my hot takes. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's still some other great ones on this list, like the LA Rams Philadelphia Eagles blocked field goal at the very last play of the game. Obviously, the Ravens Bills very first game of the year, phenomenal back and forth. The huge comeback.
That's on my list.
Mm-hmm.
My list.
And then
is that your game of the year for the Ravens?
It's that one, and then just because of the recency bias, the Packers game also being game of the year for me.
You liked watching Derrick Henry run for 200 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, that too. Can we also talk about the 30-3 Commanders win in the preseason? Does that count?
No, that's a preseason game.
That's preseason.
I'm joking. Yeah. For me though, it's a tie between the first game, the Ravens versus Bills. That game was phenomenal to see the two teams just ball out on the very very start. And then obviously with the Ravens having their sort of like deficit this season with Lamar Jackson getting hurt and being out for several games, and then on a heater sort of, and then just dominated against the Packers on Saturday. That was just incredible to watch, and also just seeing it in person was also just like really cool. So yeah. I don't really have like an overall game of the year, but
just choose the Rams Seahawks. That one was really good.
The game last night between the 49ers and the Bears was awesome.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was excellent.
That's a good one. I mean, I'll be the simple answer. I have Seahawks Rams.
That's a good choice though.
I mean. The Rams are the first team to lose an overtime game when they scored a touchdown.
Yeah, it was the first team to ever win an overtime game with a 2-point conversion.
On a 2-point conversion, yeah.
Really exciting stuff. I'm glad we all got to see that one live. That was awesome.
That was cool.
It was incredible.
Yeah,
but who knows? We still got a week to go. Maybe
there's still a week to go, and then the playoffs. You never know what's happening in the playoffs.
Yeah,
playoffs. Don't talk to me about playoffs. You kidding me?
I think we will do the pigskin bracket challenge on ESPN.
Oh yeah,
so we do like March Madness style for.
We'll still do our weekly picks, but we'll each have like an actual bracket to show off too.
Yeah, we'll have a bracket, but the picks will just be unofficial because then we'll do the pigskin pick'ems for playoffs. It's just the bracket, so looking forward to that.
All right, let's finish it off. Who's winning the Super Bowl right now? Tell me.
Houston.
Denver.
Jacksonville.
Oh, I like that pick.
Spicy, going cursed right now.
Takes.
Going cursed.
Anything else you guys want to add before we wrap it up?
No, I'm good.
Noah, may the what do they say in the Hunger Games?
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Yeah. When it comes, boo boo.
This one is it? Which one's Scout's Honor?
I don't know.
This is
Scout's Honor.
Yeah, Scout's Honor. Yeah.
It's one of these, or it's something like that. I don't know.
Yo, Scout's Honor.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching the 3SadFans podcast. Leave your predictions down below. One of these days, someone will leave their predictions. It could be this week.
It could be.
All right. And if you're listening while at the gym or something, go Falcons.
Go Falcons. Hold on.
Go Falcons, please. For the love of God.
What's the score? Change the channel. Change the channel.
Hold on. As of the last minute of this recording, it is currently 7-0.
The Falcons are winning.
The 7-0 Falcons. It is currently 3:29 the first quarter. The Falcons are ahead. So
he's like, okay, that's it. Goodbye. Have a good one. Bye.